Before we begin our review of Breaking Bad Season 5A, I would just like to let you guys know this kind of special three-person review PMI bit here is brought to you by Stan Lee's World of Heroes, which is Stan Lee, of course the creator of Spider-Man, Thor, the works, his YouTube channel. It has a lot of awesome stuff for comic book fans, Stan Lee fans, Marvel fans. They have, fans debating different comic book related things, Stan Lee talking about comic book related things.
I love when he talks to celebrities. It's so
right,
good.
That's Cocktails with Stan, and there's actually a brand new episode of that with Felicia Day that I highly recommend you check out.
That's awesome.
So definitely check out Stan Lee's World of Heroes on YouTube by clicking the annotation you see right now, and tell him pretty much it sent you. Now, on with the show. The first half of the final season of Breaking Bad has concluded, and we feel the need to talk about it.
Talking about Breaking Bad. Breaking the bads. Break bads.
Whoa, what happened there?
It's my birthday.
It should go without saying that this video is going to be full of Breaking Bad spoilers for the entire show, so be warned. I don't even think I need to say it, but I'm saying it just in case.
Don't want to get spelt.
Everybody dies.
Season 5A of Breaking Bad has concluded. 8 episodes now, 8 episodes in 2013. It's going to be a hell of a wait, but it is officially done for 2012, and we're going to talk about it. But before we get into this season, let's talk about Breaking Bad overall. I absolutely love this show.
There's a great way to sum up of how much I love this show is that when somebody asks me, like, well, hey, Mike, what's your favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie?
I'll be like, there's so many.
Well, what's your favorite TV show?
It's easily Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your favorite song?
Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog.
Now, when did you start watching Breaking Bad live? Like, actually watching it when it was live?
I started watching it through season 3 when it was live, but the first episode I saw was not a good episode to start off with. It was when it premiered, the season 2 finale, and I was like...
When did you start watching it?
I started with season 5. I blew through all the seasons and got right.
And I've rewatched the series multiple times too. I think I've rewatched the entire series maybe even 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I started watching with season 5 as well live. I also marathoned it and caught up, which I think is really, really interesting about the show because it seems a lot of people are doing that. It seems like a lot of people just hopped on.
It's like a big mega movie.
Yeah, this is a huge thing. This is a huge... When they go on talk shows, all of the talk show hosts, they go, look, I always say that I love the show, the movie of whoever guest is on, but I'm usually lying. I truly love Breaking Bad. And it's true. They love this show. Everybody loves this show.
Breaking Bad, like the reason why it's so amazing, it's more amazing to us because I would consider ourselves filmmakers a little bit. So we understand
the technical process and stuff behind the scenes.
Like there are so many things that fell into perfect order for Breaking Bad to exist how it is. The music, the lighting, the camera, the script,
the acting, everything.
It was just like if anything of any of that was different, it wouldn't be the same.
Right, and you said something interesting. You said you try to find flaws in the show, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I like to do
how did
this
that go?
I look for bad things. Like I make a list. I couldn't really find anything.
Yeah, how long is your
wrong.
list? Like 3 bullets?
Yeah. I could not find anything wrong with Breaking Bad.
The only flaw I ever found in Breaking Bad was season 2 kind of got a little slow.
A little murky?
Yeah, okay.
I can see that. And I have a few things, one of which is actually about the finale of this mid-season finale of Season 5. We'll get to it. I have a few things here and there where I'm like, I don't know that character would do that. But let's get into Season 5.
Okay.
Starting off with, the first episode obviously begins with a flash forward to what I imagine might be the finale of the whole show. That might be the last episode ever.
It is a year into the future.
52. A year into the future from the beginning of the season.
Yes.
Because now we're about 6 months away from that, I think, ish. So, yeah, it's a flash forward. Very interesting look.
Yeah,
I was definitely shocked.
What I'm so shocked about how they're doing this, are they saying that his cancer never comes back? I mean, because
I don't know. In the finale, the mid-season finale, he goes back. We don't know what happened because you see him in the hospital, but we don't know what they told him or anything like that. Yeah. We'll have to see about that. I don't know, but I guess he obviously makes it until 52.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Maybe at that point he's just got nothing to lose.
And apparently he needs really big firearms.
Yes,
because he's fighting. I think like who could he be on the run?
I
from?
don't
Like,
know. I don't think that we can possibly know yet.
It can't be the
DEA
cops,
or anything,
because he's
right.
not going to murder cops.
Yeah, no.
So
it's got to be somebody else. I don't know who it could be at this point. But the only other thing I think is worth noting in the first episode is that has not come back yet is Beneke.
Well, I think his story was kind of done. It's like
I think they have to at least bring him back to resolve something there. But maybe there's nothing else to say until then. I guess.
I mean, it was just he was just there for Skylar to foo him.
Yeah, but that scene was great when you see Beneke in the hospital bed and he looks like Stryker's son from X2. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I thought the first half of Season 5A, the first 4 episodes, was relatively slow.
Yeah.
It was slow, but it was slow for a reason. It's like, it's the beginning of a new season.
Right.
And like a new story, and like the... Season 4, like, it was so intense at the end.
Yeah.
And then, like, that story
cooled down a little bit.
Exactly. It was a cool down.
Alright, so that's fair, because what we got with the second half of 5A, non-stop,
relentless,
awesome. Yes, starting, of course, with Dead Freight. Is that what it's called? Dead Freight?
Yeah. I would say that train episode is probably one of the best.
Oh, the last 10 minutes is one of the best things
whole
in Breaking Bad.
Was great.
Yeah, that's up there on my favorite moments.
The next episode was also exciting, but there was a bit of a convenience that I was like, okay, it's cool, but it's convenient how he was able to get out of the that's his bind.
Well, Breaking Bad is all about. I mean, like Walter, he always comes up with like
scientific
really
stuff,
crazy
right?
science.
Yeah. But in this case, it's like good thing the pot just happened to be there, so he get the cable. You know, that was a little bit convenient that he tied him up right there next to it. Like, what if he hadn't?
Yeah.
You know, what would have happened? It's just a little convenient stuff like that, where it's a little bit too convenient. Is where I'm like, okay, it's still. I mean, it's still worlds above most TV shows, but for Breaking Bad, I'm like, just a little bit subpar in terms of, you know, like, shock and surprise.
I like it because I look at it as
I loved it,
part of his character trait.
I feel like that doesn't happen too often on the show, though. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of times when things happen legitimately, and I don't think to myself, like, that's super convenient.
Everything kind of, like, falls into place.
So when these little bits come up, that's when I kind of take notice of it. That episode ended with a good cliffhanger, of course, with Walt having a gun to his face and telling them, I know how we can do this, everyone wins, that whole deal. And the next episode starts with one of the best intros, in my opinion. Yeah. Of course, the classic, You're Goddamn Right.
Oh, man.
That was such an awesome scene.
A lot of people are a little, I don't know what the word for it, it's a little...
Leery
of, like... his transformation.
I can see that. Why?
From nerdy kind of teacher to
to complete badass.
Like drug lord. It's like it's a character arc.
Right.
A lot of people are not used to actual character development.
What they're not used to is a TV show turning the character you rooted for into pretty much the main villain.
Yeah,
which is what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just development.
Right.
People just aren't used to it. Like, whoa, the character, he's not the same.
He's changed.
Oh God!
Events have changed him.
It's just like real life. This is too real for me.
Yeah, and the fact that they're changing the character to literally, it's becoming Hank is the one you root for, or anybody else is the one you root for, and then he is the one you kind of want dead at this point. A lot of people really are against him.
Yeah.
That is, I think, incredible, and that's certainly not very conventional because usually you have. You know,
your main
a happy ending, or even if it's a sad ending, you still rooted for that character.
There was no way Breaking Bad is going to have a happy ending.
Well, the only way it would have a happy ending is if you're 100% rooting against Walt, I think, at this point, and if he meets his demise. So technically, it would be a happy ending on the other end.
The last episodes are going to be devastating.
It's going to be insane. But guess what? I have faith that they will go there. They will go all the way because of what happened at the end of the second to last episode of 5A.
That's right.
Mike. Poor Mike.
My favorite character.
I think a lot of people's favorite character.
He was one of my favorite characters too. But a lot of people were like mad that Mike was dead. But it's like, oh, why did Walt kill Mike? Walt's a monster. But it's like, Mike was a bad guy.
Yeah, Mike was going to kill Walt multiple times.
Yeah.
So,
multiple times.
It's not like he wasn't completely
innocent.
Yeah, right.
Like he had a granddaughter, but he was also a murderer.
Right.
So.
But what's great about the show is, of course, they make you feel for every character, even Gus in the Hermanos episode.
Yeah, they still haven't even explained
all of that stuff. But that made you feel for Gus a little bit and made you understand. And same with Mike. You know, even though he was going to kill Walt multiple times, kill your main character multiple times, you feel... I don't know about you guys. I don't know if I'm the only one that's a little bit of a pansy here, but I cried when that episode ended a little bit. I was laughing, too. I was, like, laughing at how emotional I was, so I was sitting here all alone, like, and just sitting there. But I thought that it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
great ending line, great ending shot, just a great way for his character to go out, I thought. And good, right? Early enough. Like that, it impacts something.
Before he got overused.
Right.
The juxtaposition between Walt and Mike when Walt kills Mike is amazing because, like you said, a lot of times Mike was going to kill Walter, and when Mike would kill someone, he was cold-blooded, he was nothing. Walt, as bad as he is, he still kind of killed Mike in, like, desperation.
Yeah, and when he did it, he was like, oh, God.
Yeah,
what do I do?
There's one little tiny thing about that episode where, I mean, like, Mike, being the expert that he is, should have opened the bag immediately.
Yeah.
He would have opened the bag because there's a gun in there.
Yeah,
like,
that's what my convenience thinks. It's like, oh, how convenient. He didn't think Walt would kill him. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
if he opened the bag and the gun wasn't there,
he would have known immediately. Yeah. Right. Now, let's talk about the mid-season finale, episode 8 of season 5. I was expecting a huge cliffhanger. Like, I actually thought that Walt and Jesse would have, like, guns to each other's faces, and then you'd hear, like, a bang and it would go to black, and you don't know what happened.
Like
I thought something huge like that, but what we got instead was something even more impactful, but it was just not like a boom.
That's exactly.
This is the number one biggest event ever in this whole series.
I loved it. I love the end.
Me too.
It was, like you said, it wasn't I wasn't expecting a more powerful episode. I called the Godfather-esque killing scene. Like
that was awesome.
That was awesome, but like
as
soon as when they started talking about they had to kill those guys, get rid of them, I was like, it's gonna be just like the Godfather. Yeah.
And now, did the scene go on a little too long with them cooking? Went on a little too long, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's kind of...
It was supposed to show him getting kind of like, ugh. But I thought it went on like considerably longer than I would have expected. But I did love that overhead shot of all the houses getting the things over it.
Oh, and there was a time jump at the end. Like when they were showing all the houses at the end. I think he's like say it was like 2 months.
2 or 3 months, right? Yeah. That's why I say I think we're about 6 months away from his 52nd birthday at this point. So, you know, if this picks up right where it was, we still have another couple of months.
Breaking Bad's never really done, like, it's always been, like, one consistent...
For the most part, right, for the most part. There's been a couple of little time jumps here, and they're, like, weeks and, you know, a month or so, maybe.
I'm excited that it establishes Hank as, like, one of, like, the top 3 players. Like, he's going to be in the end.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the showdown.
What's crazy is this came so much earlier than I would have expected because we still have 8 episodes to go.
Oh, yeah.
8 episodes.
But Hank, and he knows... He's not like, that's weird. He knows 100% now. I would say that the last shot and the fact that it shows, you got me, which is great. That's a great part.
Chills.
Yeah. The fact that they showed that and his face, that amazing face, that says that he absolutely 100% knows for sure.
And that was, Gail gave him that book, right?
Yes, and that's another small convenience, I say, because Walt is so careful.
Well,
why did he have a book from Gail Bedecker that had basically an admission of guilt in it, in his bathroom?
Yeah, it is technically evidence.
That's one of those convenience things. Like, he hides the ricin inside the electrical outlet.
Considering he's so,
you know, why wouldn't he just put it in his medicine cabinet then? So I think that's a little bit convenient. Okay, and, you know, but the thing is just the fact that we are at that point where Hank is aware, that I think is incredible.
Yeah, that's only episodes left.
I really hope that it picks up right as him leaving the bathroom, because he has to go back outside.
Yeah.
They can't gloss over that. They have to show him going back outside.
I would not be surprised if they gloss over it.
I really hope not, because then that means they have to at least do a flashback to show him sitting there not saying anything, because otherwise it's like, what, did he go out and pretend? Did he go out and book him? What happened?
Exactly. Keep you guessing.
No, I need to know. Yeah. Now let's talk some real quick sort of predictions or hopes for the remaining episodes of the series. Let's start with Jake. What do you hope happens? What do you think is going to happen? Obviously, we have no idea, so this is just speculation, and you guys can feel free to share your thoughts with us as well. What do you think, or what do you hope happens?
I want to see his entire family dead, and I want to see him... No,
Sick.
I mean it now.
Okay, Jake.
And I want to see him as they showed him in the beginning of the season, just with nothing to lose. He's got a goal, but it's just kind of like, screw it. You know,
it did kind of seem like he had nothing to lose. Interesting. What about you?
I like that, you know, like I said, there was development. Like his goal is to become billionaire drug lord. Yeah. And
well, it was maybe now at the end of the season. Technically, it's not.
From that, you can't really tell, because in that future scene, they're trying to make it look like he's shaggered and all that stuff, but he also leaves $100 tip.
Yeah, true.
So it's like, is he a billionaire, or
what's the situation?
I don't know.
I'm guessing that everything is just gonna, since it's only the last episodes, and Breaking Bad is known for making the last episodes of a season crazy, they're gonna pull out.
It's gonna be the craziest of the crazy.
I can't imagine the last episode. Can you imagine?
The last moments of Breaking Bad are gonna be unbelievable.
I can't imagine.
And you know, I have full faith in them. You know they're gonna blow our minds.
God, Let me ask you guys something though. Do you think it's gonna be something that is clear cut, or do you think it'll be something more ambiguous?
Open ending?
I think it's going to be ambiguous, similar to the Lily of the Valley ending.
Okay.
Something that like makes you like, oh, where like it explains what happened, but it's like a quick, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because that season ended with the Lily of the Valley thing, and it was a cliffhanger only in that it made you know what went on, like what actually happened. My personal thoughts and predictions and hopes, whatever, for the show are, I do want, I don't know about everybody dead, but I want a lot of significant characters dead.
Skyler is going to die.
Skyler or Walt Jr. or somebody. I don't think they would go as far as killing off Holly.
I don't think they're going to kill Walt Jr.
Really? Okay, so that I don't know, though.
That would be like... That,
so
I guess
intense.
That would be intense.
But we'll see. I'm going to go back to Holly in just a second, though. I do think that Saul is probably the next to go, myself.
The next big cat. That would be big.
Because that's a character they can kill off, even more so than Mike, I thought. I thought Saul was going to go before Mike.
Really? No.
And Jesse can't go until at least the last episode if he's going to go. Yeah. Walt can't go. Hank actually could go somewhere in the next couple episodes. He might before the 52 thing. But going back to Holly, who of course is the daughter, I don't know if I would like this or not, but I just have in my head 20 years later is the end of the show, and Holly is grown up.
I had the exact same thought, actually. We had the same imagination.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm picturing that. I'm picturing her like in a waiting room somewhere, like going to have, well, I don't know if she'd have a baby because she'd be like 21 there, but you know what I mean. She's like, I imagine them saying like, Holly White, and she like turns her head, something like that. I just can picture it. And I think, would you be okay with an ending like that where it flashes forward?
Yes, that would be.
I think I'd be okay because I want this whole thing to be definitive and done, and I think they will make it definitive and done. Somewhat open-ended. What if you think that like Walt dies or something like that, and then she goes and visits someone, you see like an older hand come out. And I don't know what it would be. I'm just saying like something that winks toward maybe a character that we thought died being alive, something weird like that. I think that could be cool.
Gus comes
back. He's hanging out with her. They're dating.
Yeah.
But final thoughts, anybody on season 5A or season 5B coming up?
I'm not disappointed.
Not disappointed at all.
So.
Last 4 episodes I thought were fantastic, and I'm really excited for what's coming up next.
I had a blast. The wait is so long though; it's unfairly long.
It's going to be excruciating, but we have each other, huh?
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments what you thought of Season 5A, the first 8 episodes of Breaking Bad Season 5. Let us know what your favorite episode was, what your least favorite episode was. Let us know anything you want about that. Let us know your thoughts, hopes, predictions for the rest of Season 5. Let us know anything that you want about Breaking Bad. And that's pretty much it.
To WW, my star, my perfect silence. WW. I mean, who you figure that is, yeah? Woodrow Wilson? Willy Wonka? Walter White?
You got me.